Welcome back, everybody, to video number 3. This is the video where we cover everything that the working royals are doing. They have been quite busy. Let's jump in and cover it, shall we? Let's go. We are going to start off with Dame Shirley Bassey, who received an honor from the king. She said that made her more nervous than singing for him. Now, she is Welsh, she's 87, and she was made a Companion of Honor in the New Year honor list for her service to music. She became a dame in the 1999 honors list. And after receiving the award on Tuesday, she said it was the first time meeting Charles as king. And she said it was even more nerve-wracking now that he's the king. Good for her. Now, moving on and staying with the king, he hosted a reception on Wednesday for recipients of the King's Award for Enterprise, and he did that at Windsor Castle. It was attended by the Duke of Kent, the Duke of Gloucester, as well as the Duchess of Gloucester. The recipients of these awards were in the fields of innovation, international trade, sustainable development, and promoting opportunities through social mobility. To me, the king is looking very, very healthy and upbeat. You guys know what I'm saying? I just feel for somebody who's going through chemo, he sure does look well. And things must be going well, or his doctors wouldn't be allowing him to do all these face-to-face, things. All right, moving on. Wimbledon continues. We have Princess Beatrice and her husband. We're going to talk about them in just a second. Lady Sarah and Daniel Chatto. Sir Clive Alderton, who's the private secretary to the king. Lots of people there. Well, let's talk about Beatrice for a second. She stepped out with her fabulous husband, Edo. They were at day 9 of Wimbledon. That took place on Tuesday. She was all smiled. She looked absolutely stunning and relaxed. This is one of the few major royal appearances at Wimbledon this summer because no senior working members of the family have attended the tournament so far, and the Princess of Wales attendance this weekend is still up in the air. We know on day 8, the Duchess of Gloucester and Princess Michael of Kent made an appearance. I told you guys that already. We know Carol and Michael Middleton were there. But we're just hoping and crossing our fingers that Catherine is feeling well enough to attend. I mean, she is the patron. She should be there. But I don't want her to push herself to go if she's not feeling up to it. Anyway, from the look on Beatrice's face, it looks like this was a very nail-biting, exciting match that she was watching. Good for her. As usual, a big thank you to Remoulade Sauce for showing us everything she was wearing. Let's move on. As I stated before, Lady Sarah Chatto and Daniel Chatto were spotted sitting in the audience as well. Let's move on now to Queen Camilla. She hosted community volunteers and authors at Clarence House. They were celebrating the National Literacy Trust Charity's 30th year anniversary. 60 literacy champions, they're calling them, went to the Clarence House for this reception. It's being said that they inspired 5 million children and worked with over 17,000 schools. Queen Camilla herself has been recognized as a champion for literacy because she does love to read and she's sharing her love of reading. Some of the people here are called literacy champions. They're individuals based in the UK whose role it is to organize events and activities for children under 5 to help them share the joys of reading. And some of these events are setting up and managing community bookshelves or becoming a storyteller reading the books. There are currently over 1,000 literary champions with a range of different jobs. I love it. Moving on. Let's move on now to William, the Prince of Wales. He is the Royal Honorary Air Commodore of the Royal Air Force, and he is visiting the air base for the first time since taking that role on from King Charles in August of last year. For those of you who don't remember, he spent 3 years stationed there while he was working as an RAF search and rescue pilot. That happened between 2010 and 2013. Very nice. We know what a great thing this was for him. Anyway, he returned there for the first time to his former workplace. One of the first things William did when he got there was he caught up with his former instructor and he drank tea from a personalized mug during his visit. The mug was made specifically for him. It has his royal title on it, and it has the logo of the 25 Fighter Squadron, and then on the other side of it, it says HRH Prince of Wales, denoting Prince William's, His Royal Highness styling, and the Prince of Wales title. William had multiple stops or multiple things that he did during the day. So one of the first things that he did was he went up into the control tower at RAF Valley. He looked very relaxed. He walked around, he talked with everybody, and he watched what was going on up in the control tower. He was obviously enjoying it. He looked extremely animated. Now, when he got done there, he met crew members of the RAF Valley Fire and Rescue Section and took part in a simulated fire response exercise. I'm not going to lie, he looks mighty handsome sitting up in that truck. What a profile. Oh my God. All right, next up, when he was done with that, he got down and spoke to base personnel. And you can tell he was thoroughly enjoying that. I think he enjoyed the fire truck. Now, after that, William joined up with engineers, flight instructors, and trainees. They went to the crew room where he presented the Prince of Wales Award to Flight Lieutenant Jake Fleming. Not long after that, I'm saying not long after that, it might have been in a different order, they took William to introduce him to an RAF Short Tucano trainer aircraft. Again, I feel like William, this isn't just work for William. I feel like William is really enjoying himself. Whew, he looks manly there. Now, he was also gifted a painting while he was there by the Air Force Mountain Rescue Team. They're celebrating 80 years of service this year. And here, William actually spoke to personnel from the RAF Mountain Rescue Service. And of course, as is inevitable, as he was leaving, the public was lined up down the road to see him. He saw pets, he saw children, he saw elderly. Everybody was so happy to see him. I think he's going to make a great king. He's so unpretentious. Good job, William. Good. And I'm glad that he was able to go back from where he started. It almost feels like he went full circle. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Hit that like and the subscribe button. Don't forget to go into the description box where you'll find the links to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, my Amazon wish list, and a physical address. If you've donated anything to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.